Hello students, today I am going to explain important tags with their attributes of HTML. HTML means Hypertext Markup Language. It is a special internet language which is used for designing the web pages. It provides certain markup codes which help to describe the contents and their formats on the web page. So let's start. Attributes. An attribute is a property value that modifies an HTML element. Attributes appear inside the opening tag and their value is always inside the quotation mark. So before going to explain attributes, we should know about tags. A tag is a piece of code which acts as a label that a web browser interprets. Web browser, you know that means Google Chrome and Internet Explorer, Mozilla Firefox. That is known as web browser. So there are two types of tags. First, container tags and second, empty tags. Container tags are those tags those includes both on and off tags. It means it needs opening tag and closing tag. For example, HTML head tag, title tag, body tag. Then empty tags. Empty tags are those tags it needs only on tags. It means it doesn't need closing tag. Okay. For example, HR tag and BR tag. First, body tag. Body tag appears after the head tag. All the contents of the web page like text, graphics, links, etc. are enclosed in between the body tag. Means whatever we type inside the body tag, that is visible in our web page. Syntax, body tag. Then here you can type your text or tags. Then you should close your body tag with forward slash. Okay, remember you always use this forward slash, not backward slash. Tag attributes. Tag attributes are the special words used inside the opening tag to control the tag's behavior. There could be more than one attribute for a tag separated by space in between. Okay, just like this. This is the body tag and this BG color and text both are attributes. Okay, and BG color, when you want to change background color, that time you give BG color and here you type within double quote the color name spelling. And when you want to change the color of text, means whatever you type, that color should become not black color, another color like green, red. That time you type this text attribute, and if you want your text should become in green color, that time you type green. Okay, so you can see here this is the tag name, body, it is a tag name, BG color and text, these are the attributes, and this red and green, these are the attribute value. Okay, so all the attribute values should be enclosed in the double quote mark. This is the must for HTML coding. Okay, then syntax of body tags with attributes. First, to change the background color of the page. Okay, I already explained. Body, then space BG color, and here you type blue, whatever you want to type here, color name. Then you have to close your body tag. Then second, to add picture in the web page background. Okay, suppose you don't want any background color, you want any image as a background. That time you type body space background. Okay, this background spelling you have to type here. Then here you have to type your image file name with extension. Okay, just like this. This photo2 is my file name and .gpt, this is the extension of image file. You can use only one attribute among BG color and background at a time in the body tag. Okay, both attributes you can't use in a single frame. Okay, because we can change as well either BG color or background. Both attributes we can't use together. To change the default text color from black to some other color, that time we need text attribute with body tag. Okay, so you just give body space text equal whatever you want color as the text. That text color name spelling you have to type here. Then you should close your body tag. To set the top margin and left margin of a web page. Okay. Suppose your web page is visible at the top corner, and if you want some margin, some gap there, that time you use top margin and left margin. This 100 and 150, these are the pixels. Okay, if you give 100 means your top margin 100 pixels will gap show there, and left margin 150, it means your page will gap from left side 150 pixels. Font tag. Font tag is used to change the font face, font size, font or text color of the enclosed text. Okay, the syntax is font tag. Within font tag you can type your text and you have to close this tag because it is already container tag. Syntax of font tags with attributes: changing the typeface, font face. Here you type font name, means you can by default our font come in Times New Roman, but if you want to change your font face in Arial Black or Comic Sans or whatever you want, so you have to type their names here, but spelling should be correct here. Okay, then you have to close your font tag. You can also use more than one font name in the face attribute using comma separator, so that in case on font is not available, the text can be displayed by the next font. Okay, suppose I'm giving here Arial Black, then comma Comic Sans, then comma other font face name. So suppose their Arial Black is not available, so that time my text will be visible with Comic Sans font. Okay. Changing font size. Font size, if you want to show your increase your font size, so that time you give this font size, because by default font size is 11 there. So if you want to increase your font size, that time you give font space size equal within double quote, you can type numbers. Changing the text or font color. I already explained, if you want to change your font color, that time you have to use this color attribute with font tag. Okay, and within double quote you have to type the color name, the spellings of color. Remember students, you can also use all these three attributes on the same piece of tag. Okay, just like this. This is the font tag, face, size and colors. These three attributes we can use together. Okay, with you have to give space here, and attribute values, you know that you have to type within double quotes. Okay, just like this. Now text formatting tags. HTML offers various text formatting tags which can be used to change the appearance of text contents used in the web page. Okay, these tags are also known as physical markup. Okay, they are bold, italic, underline. Okay, so you whenever you type any text in MS Word, Excel and PowerPoint, so these options are available there. Okay, first B, boldface. This tag displays the text in bold form, means it will come in dark size. Okay, then the syntax of bold tag is simply B. Then you have to close this bold tag, and in between these tags you have to type your text. Then next, italic tag. This tag displays the text in italic style. The syntax is I, and you have to close your I tag. In between you have to type your text. These all are the container tag, that's why we have to close these tags with slash. Then underline, U tag. This tag underlines the text it encloses. Gaps between words in the enclosed text are also underlined. Okay, the syntax is U and slash U. In between you type U text. Then next is TT tag, typewriter text. Okay, when we type anything in typewriter, that font is different from our computer font. Okay, and if we want the same font in our web page, so that time we use this TT tag. This tag displays text in typewriter font. Okay, simply you just type TT and here you type your text, then you should close your TT tag with /. Then superscript tag. Superscript tag. Okay, this tag displays text as a superscript. A superscript appears slightly above the normal text in a line and in a smaller font. Okay, the syntax of superscript, you just type SUP, then in between here you have to type your text, then here you type / because it is already container tag. Okay, just like E = MC square. So this is the superscript. So first you type E = MC, then you use this tag SUP, then you type 2, then you have to close this SUP. So that time the output is visible just like this. Okay, most of the time students use this tag when they want to type their formulas, just like a plus b the whole square equal a square plus b square plus 2ab. Okay, then subscript tag. This tag displays text as a subscript. A subscript appears slightly below the baseline, means bottom edge, and in a smaller font. You just type simply SUB, then text, then /SUB, just like you know what is the formula of water, H2O, and here we write 2 smaller than other letters. Okay, so that time we give this tag, sub tag. So first you type H, then sub, then 2, then /sub, then you type O. So that time your formula is visible just like this. Then center content. This tag centers the content. Okay, this is an alignment also. We can give align attribute with a body tag and font tag. Okay, by default our text will come always left side, but if we want the text should become in center position, so that time we use center tag. Suppose you want to show your text in the center, suppose you want to show your table or your image in the center position, that time you use this center tag. Okay, this is also a container tag, that's why we have to close this tag. But you have to remember the spelling of center should be CENTER, not CENTRE. Okay, then last marquee tag. It is very interesting tag. This tag displays a moving text message on a background to your web page. Okay, simply you just type marquee and here you type your text and you have to close this tag. So whatever you type as a text here, so that tag will moving text message, okay, on the background. Now I'm going to explain empty tags. Empty tags or elements. First, BR tag. This tag breaks the line and displays the text from the next line without giving any space between two lines. Okay, suppose whenever we want to type anything and we want to move next line, so that time we type enter key. Okay, but in web page you have to give BR tag. It should be given at the end of the line after which a new line is required. Okay, simply you just type BR because it is an empty tag, that's why no need to close this tag. Then HR tag. HR means horizontal rule. This tag is used to draw a horizontal line across the web page. To modify the default line setting, you can use following in the HR tag. Okay, these are the attributes of HR tag. First, size in pixels to change the thickness of line. Then width in percentage to change the size or length of the line. Then color to change the line color. Then align to change its horizontal alignment in case the line is smaller than page width. Okay, suppose the line is coming just like a small line, so that time you can give align element and that align attribute will come in the center of the position if you give center attribute value. So this size, width, color, these are the attributes. Okay, these all attributes you can give in single sentence. Okay, now I'm going to explain practically. Now you just open your notepad window. I already typed the basic structure of HTML. Okay, You know that what is the basic structure if you have watched my previous video. So simply you just type HTML, start from HTML, then slash HTML. In between HTML, you just upper side you type head text, then lower side body text. This head text, between head text you type your title, and whatever you want to give as a title you can type here. Just like I'm here already typed attributes, and here I'm going to start explain body. First I'm explain how to change the background color. So first BG color. First you just save your file. Okay, I'm saving my file on my desktop, and my file name is attributes. So .html you have to type because it is must for HTML coding. Okay, whatever you want to give your file name you just type, and extension should be given because the extension of HTML coding, that is .html. So when you save your file, now you can see this is the visible. Okay, this icon is similar to Google Chrome. Okay, now when I open this, just double click there, so you can see it is a blank white page. Okay, and then when I change, means I give attribute BG color as a red, you just save your file with Ctrl+S, and here just press F5. So now you can see the background color of web page is red. If you want another color, so that time you give another color name, and just you save your file with Ctrl+S, then press F5 key. So now you can see the color is changed. Okay, suppose you want any image as a background, so that time you type background, and here you don't type any color name, you have to give the path there. Okay, so I already saved some pictures here, just like sunflower. I want the sunflower as a background. You just right click there and click on properties. You can see here location, size on disk. This location you just copy and press Ctrl+C, then OK, and you see I already saved my this image with sunflower. Okay, this extension is JPG, and here you just go and press Ctrl+V. So this is the path. Okay, and that image name is sunflower in small letters. Okay, so if you have saved your file name in small letters, so here also you type in small letters, and if you have saved your file name in capital letters, so here also you type in capital letters. And one more thing you have to remember, that is double quote, it's already there, and this is slash. Here you use always forward slash. Okay, because this is known as backward slash, you just use forward slash. All slashes you have to change, then you save your file Ctrl+S, then you just go there and press F5. Now you can see my background color is just like sunflower garden. Okay, now I want to give any text, so I'm going to use here font tag, font space. Okay, suppose I'm giving here Arial black. Here you can type anything, but I'm typing here some good quotation, just like success. Success is neither magical or nor mysterious. Okay, then we have to close this font tag because it is container tag, that's why we have to close it. Now just you save your file here, and here you go and press F5. So you can see success is neither magical nor mysterious. The font size is very small, that's why we have to use increase. So that's time we have to give size attribute, and you just type 14, save, then press F5. Now you can see, if you want to change the color, that time you give color attribute. Just save your file and press F5. Okay, and if you want to change alignment also, so that time you give align, center, okay. So when you do here, so just like this, center. Okay, now we are using text formatting text, that is bold tag. Okay, these are all container tags, that's why we have to close all tags. So suppose you give here bold and here italics, then here underline text. Okay, just you save your file, here you just press. So now it is in very small, it is not visible properly, so we give this font tag at last. Now you save. Okay, now you can see it's bold, italics, underline text. Okay, so here you just give BR tag for break, and here also you have to give BR tag for break. Save your file. Okay, now you can see, okay, bold, italics, underline in different lines. I want to change this background because it is not visible properly. I'm going to take simply color, that is yellow. That time you have to change your attribute spelling also, BG color. Spelling should be correct of color, COLR. Okay, you just save your file, press F5. Okay, now it is visible clearly. Now superscript and subscript. Okay, superscript. Suppose I am giving E equal MC square. So before you have to type E equal MC, then you use this superscript tag, that is SUP, then here you type 2, then you close SUP, and here also you have to give BR tag, that is for break the line. You save your file, just see what is the output. Okay, here I am giving space, that's why. Now you see. Okay, now I'm going to use subscript. So I'm going to write H2O, means the formula of water. So first type H, then use subscript SUB, then 2, then slash SUB, then O. Okay, then use also TT for typewriter text. You just type here typewriter. Then we have to use which tag? Marquee tag. Okay, at last I will explain. So now you can see what is the output. Okay, now you can see H2O typewriter, that this all will comes in a single sentence because we haven't given here BR tag. So if we want break here, so that time we have to give BR tag here. Just save your file and see, now it is visible clearly. Okay, typewriter, it is visible just like typewriter font. Okay, suppose you want to give here a horizontal line, so that time you have to use HR tag, simply HR. Now you can see one line here, but the thickness is very narrow, so that's why we have to give here size. Suppose I'm giving here 6, and the color should be comes within with the green color. So now you just press F5. So now you can see this is a horizontal line. Okay, and if you want top margin and left margin here, okay, means here you can give some space, and here left side also you want to give some space. That time you give top margin here, means with body tag. Now you can see 100 pixels gap here, and if you want change, means if you want left margin, so that time you save your file and press F5. Now you can see. Okay, now most interesting tag, that is mark you tag. I'm going to here mark you tag before this text. And at last I have to give this mark you tag. Slash should be give here. Now just to see what is the output now. Okay, so the text is moving as a background. Okay, I hope you all understood about these tags with attributes. And if you want to change this font color, only this font color, so that time you change the color here also. Suppose you want to give blue color, and these colors should become another font color. So that time you have to type only font color, and here also you have to close your font tag because both colors are different. Here I'm giving upper side blue color, and here I'm giving green color. So this is the font tag, and this is the closing tag, and this is the font tag, and this is its closing tag. So just save your file and you just see what is the output now. Because I have given only font color, that's why font size is decreased. Okay, if you want to increase, so you have to give here font size. Now you can see what is the output. Okay, so thank you students to watch my video. Thanks a lot.